Every breath we take is a reminder of the air we share. It starts so beautifully, clear skies, a vibrant city. But as the day unfolds, that serenity fades. Smog creeps in, a silent invader, as vehicles churn out clouds of smoke. Did you know that air pollution is responsible for millions of premature deaths each year? It's not just an eyesore, it's a health crisis.
Our lungs struggle, our environment suffers, and wildlife is pushed to the brink. The pollutants we can't see are the most dangerous, infiltrating our lives without warning. The air we breathe shouldn't be a threat. It should be a gift.
First, let's understand how our respiratory system works. As we take a breath, air enters through our nose, traveling down the trachea, a sturdy tube that guides it into the lungs. Picture this: the lungs are like two spongy balloons, expanding and contracting with each breath. When you inhale, air goes down the windpipe into tubes in the lungs called bronchial tubes, or airways. Within the lungs, bronchial tubes branch into thousands of smaller, thinner tubes called bronchioles. These tubes end in bunches of tiny round air sacs called alveoli, tiny air sacs that are the real heroes of our respiratory system. They have small blood vessels called capillaries that run through the walls of the air sacs. Here, oxygen from the air passes into the bloodstream, while carbon dioxide, a waste product, moves out to be exhaled. The mucus lining of your respiratory system traps particles, and tiny hair-like structures called cilia sweep these trapped particles out of the airways. This remarkable exchange is vital for our survival, fueling our cells and keeping us energized. With every inhale, we're not just breathing, we're engaging in a life-sustaining dance of gases, a seamless process that powers our bodies.
But what happens when we breathe in polluted air? Pollutants such as dust, vehicle exhaust, and industrial emissions can enter the respiratory system and cause irritation, inflammation, and even damage to these delicate structures. Over time, this can lead to serious respiratory problems like asthma, bronchitis, and even reduced lung function. Let's think about how air quality affects different groups of people. Air pollution doesn't just harm the environment, it can seriously impact people's health, especially those who are more vulnerable.
For children, their lungs are still developing, so exposure to polluted air can increase the risk of conditions like asthma. Asthma attacks are more likely when the air quality is poor, which can affect their ability to play and go to school. For seniors, respiratory conditions like bronchitis and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, become worse when the air is polluted. This makes it harder for them to stay active and can lead to hospital visits, especially on high AQI days.
Even for healthy individuals, air pollution can cause long-term harm. Breathing polluted air over time can decrease lung function, leading to chronic diseases, tiredness, and even heart problems.
Which is why protecting vulnerable groups like these or those with respiratory issues is essential. Schools and companies may limit outdoor recess on high pollution days, and employers should maintain clean indoor environments.
So, how can we tell when the air we're breathing is harmful? That's where the Air Quality Index, or AQI, comes in. The AQI is a tool that helps us understand the level of pollution in the air and how it might affect our health.
Measured by 6 levels of air pollution. The lower the level, the better. As soon as the AQI increases, the air becomes super polluted, having major bad health effects on our health.
The Air Quality Index ranges from 0 to 500. Let's break it down. Green, 0 to 50. The air quality is considered good in this range. It is safe for everyone to breathe. Yellow, 51 to 100. Air quality is moderate in the yellow zone. While it is generally safe, individuals with respiratory conditions may want to limit outdoor activities. Orange, 101 to 150. At this stage, the air is unhealthy for sensitive groups. If you fall into this category, it's advisable to stay safe. Red, 151 to 200. At this level, air quality becomes unhealthy for everyone. Symptoms like coughing or wheezing may begin to appear, so it is wise to stay indoors. Purple, 201 to 300. Air quality in this zone is very unhealthy. Even healthy individuals may start to experience negative health effects, particularly those with pre-existing conditions. Maroon, 301 to 500. In this zone, air quality is hazardous. Breathing this air can have serious health consequences for everyone. So, take precautions to protect your lungs. Air pollution affects us in many ways, especially our respiratory system. Hence, I have created an interactive site where you can get to know each and every way air pollution impacts each organ in your respiration process. Here it is.
As you preview this, side by side let us talk about why we should know about AQI. Understanding the AQI is crucial because air pollution impacts everyone, not just those with pre-existing conditions. It affects your lungs, energy levels, and mood. To protect against harmful pollutants, whether through reducing outdoor exposure, wearing masks, or using air purifiers, everyone can take steps to safeguard their health.
So, how can you protect yourself from the harmful effects of air pollution? Here are some simple steps.
Check the AQI regularly using apps or websites. Stay informed about the air quality in your area, especially if you or someone you care for has respiratory issues. Limit outdoor activities when the AQI is high. On days when the air quality is poor, try to stay indoors. If you need to go outside, take it easy. Use air purifiers at home. Air purifiers can help clean the air in your home, especially in rooms where you spend a lot of time. Wear a mask in polluted areas. When the AQI is high, wearing a mask can help protect your lungs from fine particulate matter in the air. Advocate for cleaner air. Support policies that aim to reduce emissions and improve air quality in your community. Everyone can contribute to cleaner air. Walk or cycle instead of driving, and support renewable energy initiatives that reduce pollution. Together, we can create cleaner air for everyone, so we can all breathe easy. Now that you've learned about air quality and how it affects your health, let's test your knowledge with a quick quiz.